Hello and welcome to Advent Adventures. Today is December 4th, Wednesday of the first week of Advent. I just want to read a part of the Gospel of Matthew today that we hear in our daily readings. And it comes from the 15th chapter. And it says, "Then he took the 7 loaves and the fish. He gave thanks. He broke the loaves and he gave them to the disciples, who in turn gave them to the crowds. They all ate, and they were satisfied. They picked up the fragments left over, and there were 7 baskets full." Obviously, we hear this story about the multiplication of the loaves and the fishes. A very impactful moment in the lives of the disciples. Thousands of people are out there to hear Jesus, and all of a sudden, they look and they say, "What are we going to do? We can't feed these people." And of course, Jesus says, "Trust me, have faith in me." And that miracle happens. That miracle happens where he's able to feed so many people, and they even have some left over. I mean, this moment, I am sure, changed the lives of these disciples. They were walking with him, and they already knew something extraordinary about this man, Jesus. That in his teachings and his speaking and just the way he carried himself, that there was something unique about him. And they saw some of the miracles that were happening. And I'm sure at these moments, it began to change them. And it began to change their desire to want to know him even more. I guess when I think about this particular story, I think about the impacting moments that I've had in my life where it's made me want to get to know him just a little bit more. And I've been blessed with so many moments in my life, that it makes me look at it and say, "I got to get to know you, Jesus. I want to hang with you. I want to hang with you just a little bit more." I remember way back when I was 19, 20 years of age, and I've shared this before, but it was on a retreat that I kind of opened my eyes differently. And I began to see how important it was to have a relationship with Christ, with Jesus. And it changed my life. And I'll never forget leaving that retreat, and I couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't get enough, and I just wanted to be fed because there was so much that he was giving me. Just like in this miracle, the multiplication of the loaves and fishes. There's so much left over, and I took it to heart, and I did, between reading scripture, between, taking classes, and just hanging out with him. I mean, things as simple as going to the church and just sitting there quietly and praying. I mean, I desired those moments because I had one moment that impacted me, and it changed my journey for the rest of my life. So I want you to think about, maybe think about some of those moments that have changed your vision, changed the way you desire Jesus. And, maybe invite those back in again, those moments of prayer, reading his word. And you'd be surprised in how you begin to get fed again. I know sometimes, we get away from it. We get away from the daily prayer, the reading of the scripture, or it becomes too monotonous sometimes. Sometimes we just have to sit down, take a deep breath, and ask the Lord to kind of feed you again. And trust me, it will happen. It will happen. And what a beautiful journey it is. Those are the things that amaze us about Jesus, and he inspires us. So today, I hope you open your eyes just a little bit more and see how he continues to feed you every day. Continue your Advent adventure.